Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis, and with me, as always, is Jiunn Liu. How you doing, Jiunn?
Doing good.
So today we are talking about the Ventura PSyKo 7 Connecticut Robusto. This is a bit of a Robusto Extra 5.5 inch by 50 ring gauge. Comes out of the Occidental factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Connecticut. The binder is Dominican San Vicente, and the filler is actually undisclosed. Blender is Wilbur Ventura. Price point is $7.99. And the cigar was released in November of 2016. So with all those details out of the way, Jiunn, what was your pre-light experience like?
I had a good pre-light experience in terms of the look and feel of the cigar. I thought the cigar had a silky, smooth Claro shade wrapper to it. Few veins, prominent, seems tight but visible. Bunch of roll felt well done. I didn't feel any soft spots, and a uniform give throughout. Head finish off with the thick triple cap. Moving on to the nosing experience. So smelling the wrapper, I got hay, barnyard, and a little bit of white pepper coming through. Nosing of the foot, sweet nuttiness and sharp cedar. Cold draw, hay, grass, aged cedar. So overall good.
Yeah, wrapper was a light golden brown, had a few veins that were visible as they were carrying a lighter color to them. The seams were visible due to the light wrapper color, but they're very smooth. Head, very well applied triple cap to it. Cigar has two bands, a very large band that's placed at a diagonal that kind of covers most of the cigar and looks like a prescription sheet. That slides off pretty easily and reveals a more traditional band, kind of the standard PSyKo 7 band. But this one on the Connecticut has primarily black with some white and red on it. Aroma from the wrapper was a full mix of hay and barnyard, and the foot brought a more subtle tobacco sweetness and hay. Pre-light draw brought some raisin sweetness and hay, along with a decent spicy tingle to my lips. So flavor-wise, what was your experience like?
First third, I thought it was a very balanced delivery of hay, subdued white pepper, cream dry nuttiness, and aged oak. Inchin, light cream and intermittent cardboard paper started forming. The retrohaling, just more intense notes of that black pepper, sharp cedar, and cream nuttiness. Finish rather dry, medium in length, flavors of dry wood, dry nuts, and faint black pepper spice. Body and strength at the medium mark. Moving on to the second third. The second third still has that balanced aspect of it, but it's slightly more hay and light cream focused. Other those still remain, such as that taper white pepper, cream dry nuttiness, and aged oak. The retro is unchanged, still giving me the deeper notes of black pepper, sharp cedar, and cream nuttiness. Finish still medium in length. It's not as dry as well, with notes of light cream, dry wood, and faint black pepper, and dry nuts. Strength and body continue to be at that medium point. Moving on to the last third. From the start of the last third, a wood bitterness and like a harsh bite started entering into the profile. With that, the profile was mainly just centered around aged oak and dry nuts. And really, it killed a lot of the profile that I was tasting within the first and second third. The retro, thankfully, remains unchanged, still providing more intense notes of black pepper, sharp cedar, and cream nuttiness. The finish now is comprised of wood bitterness, dry nuts, and harshness. And body and strength still finishes off at the medium point.
That was the second third or final third?
Final third.
All right. Again, for me, initial draws brought a lot of creamy hay with a mellow black pepper finish. At a 1/4 inch in, the hay transitioned to a general woodiness while the cream remained and some black pepper was still present on the finish. Retro was like very slightly peppered wood. And then at 3/4 of an inch in, the cream and woodiness had mixed together perfectly, and the slight black pepper gave a nice little added dimension to it. At 1.25 inches, the pepper picked up a bit and became more of a player in the profile with the creamy wood. And then as the third came to a close, the profile was an even mix of the cream, the wood, and the black pepper. And the strength was just below medium. And then getting in the second third, the even mix of cream, wood, and pepper continued on. The retrohale was now more pepper than wood, but not really an intense pepper. At 1/2 inch in, some bitterness joined into the profile, which kind of masked much of the pepper. And then at 1 inch in, the bitterness really mellowed and the pepper was also gone. So the creamy wood is what was up front. Retrohale was at that point an equal mix of pepper and wood, but with a slight bit of creaminess to it. And as the third came to a close, it was primarily cream with the wood at a slightly lower level. And the retrohaled lost the pepper and was primarily wood with a slightly creamy note to it. And the strength was still at a slightly below medium level. And getting in the final third, the wood came back even with the cream, and there was a slight bitterness on the finish. And then at half an inch in, the cream dropped back quite a bit with the wood moving up front. And then an inch in, the cream increased slightly with some bitterness that kind of came into the background, and was also on a bit of a long finish. Retrohale was creamy wood with a slight mintiness to it. And as the cigar came to a close, that cream ramped up some more and kind of came even with the wood. And that slight bitterness kind of remained in the background. And the strength moved up a little bit to just be right at medium. So performance-wise for burn and draw, what was your experience like?
Perfect in terms of both burn and draw. For the burn, total smoking time, 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is fantastic. Ashes hung on tight, no flaking at all, averaging 1.5 inch self-tap ash marks. Draw was also perfect. Just the right amount of resistance that I like to pull in all the flavors. So really well done.
Yeah, the burn was razor sharp for me the entire way. The only drawback that I had was that it went out on me once in the final third, so it required a relight. Ash held on in 1 inch increments, so that was pretty good. The draw was fairly snug for me the entire way, so my draws were a bit deliberate, but I didn't feel like it affected the smoking experience at all. So I don't think it really affected flavors that I was getting from it. So at least that part was good. So overall, what were your thoughts on the cigar?
One of my personal favorites is Connecticut Shade cigars. And one of the things I really enjoy about Connecticut Shades is within a really good one, I like a lot of balance, right? So a lot of harmony in the blend. So I felt like this cigar exactly was that, especially within a first and second third. A lot of balance. I never felt like, one note overtook another note. It never spiked or never dulls. The last third, less than desirable, but I think it may be perhaps due to the youth of the cigar. Mm-hmm. And so, so really with all that said, within such a tasty profile, especially the first couple of thirds, and the combination of that to just the perfect construction, is something that I would gladly smoke in again and again, especially trying to hit that sweet spot in which that last third will not be so average and just be like the first couple of thirds.
Right. Yeah, this is a good Connecticut that I would say kind of fits in that fairly traditional Connecticut profile. Has a little more strength than what's typical with Connecticut Shades, but not really too much more. So for those that like mild Connecticut's, this might be one to check out if they want to kind of, slightly increase their strength threshold. The cigar wasn't really grassy, so that was, that's a plus. I know a lot of people kind of say that, Connecticut Shades are too grassy for them. So I never really got a grassy note from this cigar. And I think this is a really nice kind of variation on the PSyKo 7 line. So adding the Connecticut wrapper in there, that was pretty nice. I wouldn't hesitate in smoking more of these, and I'd actually like to try it, in the morning paired with some coffee or something like that to see kind of what that pairing looks like. So getting into the score, I gave it a 6.47. You gave it a 6.67. So we were really close. How do you think your score matched up with your experience?
Matches really well. That score basically tells me overall good flavor profile, and in this scenario, mixed with that perfect construction, and that score is perfect of the experience that I had.
Yeah, I kind of echo your same sentiments. The score is kind of right along that lines. Good flavor profile. Pretty good construction. I had a bit of a a tighter draw than I prefer, so that kind of knocked down a little bit. So I think we'd be pretty close to even if I had a little bit better draw on mine. But yeah, definitely a good cigar on the Connecticut side. Any other final thoughts from you?
Nope.
Okay. Well, if you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us, but also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google+. And you can also catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.